Compassion. Compassion is something that we should all work towards work towards having. Something, a muscle that we should exercise, is compassion towards others, compassion towards the understanding that most of us don't know what the hell we're doing, compassion towards the understanding that most folks are ignorant in the sense of not knowing how everything is intertwined, that we are all one in the same, that we everything that we do to another, we're doing unto ourselves. That's why the word says that giving is receiving, because anytime that you do harm to another, you're actually hurting the creation as a whole. Every time you desire evil towards another fellow creature of God, you're actually desiring evil upon yourself. You're planting a seed uh, that will grow back as you sowed. So compassion is something that all of us should learn to acquire and to teach those that we love and that love us. Those that upon our deathbed we might leave behind, those that care about us. Uh, we should we should help them to learn and teach them to not have hatred in their hearts, not to have resentment in their hearts towards anyone that might have done you wrong, or out of ignorance or willingly. Because in the end of the day, anyone that is committing an act of evil against another person, at the very peak, at the very end, they're doing it out of ignorance, whether it's willingly or unwillingly, because they're willingly choosing a level of evil that they understand that they're committing. But on the grand scale of everything that God is, they're doing it unknowingly. They're doing that evil because they don't know the great weight that evil carries. So whether that soul is doing that act against you willingly or unwillingly, knowing that they're doing evil, they're still at the end of the day unknowingly doing that evil towards you, because no one knows how hot hellfire is. And if they really knew that they're affecting themselves by trying to cause you harm, then they would truly know better. But this is divine information that is given to you from your creator. And all of us should strive to exercise that muscle of compassion, because compassion is something that we can attain easier than knowing the fullness of God. It's probably impossible. We may get to a newer form in our next life, uh, being next to the Father, next to our Creator, and still never ever know the fullness of God, because no man, no one, no creature will ever know the greatness of our Creator, because that's how great our Creator is. So that's the word of today, is compassion. Have it. Learn to have it in your heart. Learn to rebuke those thoughts of evil, those thoughts of that the enemy himself, in the realm that your physical eye cannot see, tries to speak in your ear and tries to get your heart to turn evil by desiring evil on another human being because of what you logically believe they might have done against you wrongfully, knowingly or not knowingly. So compassion is that muscle we need to exercise. Don't do anything to others that you wouldn't want them to do unto you, even if it was done unto you. That is the strength of the knowledge of God, of knowing of knowing what it means to turn the other cheek, truly knowing. You want to know how Jesus was strong? You want to know what Jesus' strength is like? Is that. And not all of us reach that point. That's something that we can get to a point of understanding. But that's where the Father wants us to be. He wants us to be that. That's why Jesus is the blueprint. That's why Jesus is the only one, the Christ, God in human form. He's the only one that we can follow back to the presence of our Creator, because he had that strength of not doing unto others what they did unto him. That is real strength. That is compassion. And you can learn compassion bit by bit before you get to that level of strength that Jesus had on that day of reckoning, that day of unjust doing against the one that loves us more than anyone can ever love us. Okay? So learn how to have compassion. You can start small. Start small. And it all starts in here. Take those thoughts captive when they come to you. Everything begins here. You can either continue to build in the kingdom of the enemy that comes to steal, kill, and destroy you, or you can begin to learn how to build in the kingdom of heaven. Kingdom of heaven is within you. Start small, start here. Capture those thoughts of evil. Capture those thoughts of evil. Grab them captive. Rebuke the messenger that's recognize the enemy, and rebuke the messenger that's trying to speak evil in you to cause your heart to turn, doing harm, to doing evil upon another fellow creature of God. Don't fight evil with evil, because love is that light that surpasses all darkness. Compassion. Bless you guys.